Hey everybody, this is Will. I wanted to try my hand at another kind of reacts video. I just saw that Roland introduced the SPD-SX Pro. I have not really seen anything about it other than seeing that it looks like it's got some really pretty cool pads and lights. And LPD, lights per dollar, is super important. So maybe the lights is, I'm sure there's more than just lights. But anyway, I thought we could watch this together. I would kind of respond in real time and give my thoughts. So here we go. This is the Roland SPD-SX Pro. SPD-SX Pro, yeah.
I'm Adam Marcello. I'm a professional drummer and musical director. As a Roland artist, I've used the sample pad extensively as part of major productions with Katy Perry and many others. In this video, I'm going to explore the SPD-SX Pro sample pad, unpack its features, and show you what it can do. The SPD-SX Pro is the flagship model in the Roland sample pad series. It builds upon the capability and features of the original SPD-SX and can do everything that the original can do plus more. If you're not yet familiar with the concept of the sample pad or with the original SPD-SX, check the link above and in the description to watch the SPD-SX overview video first.
Yeah, I mean, most people I know are using their SPD-SX to, well, I say that, that's actually not true. There's like two camps. The's the people that are using it to trigger things in Ableton, then there's people that are
sample pad has been a
loading
production
samples
tool for
on
live
it using
musicians
Ableton
since
to pull up
2003,
presets on it. So.
beginning with the SPDS. The SPD-SX followed and has become a familiar feature on live stages, providing audio playback control that can be performed by drumstick hits, combined with premium quality and reliability and an uncomplicated user interface, all within one.
Yeah, I'd be interested too, how many people are like loading clicking tracks on this and running stems from it.
The SPD-SX
like, it's fun
Pro
to see this,
takes
but
on
I just don't know
decades
that,
of user feedback and extensive
I would
road
personally
testing
do that. I'd much
from
rather
the SDS
like
and
run tracks and
SPDSX.
stems in Ableton.
And that feedback has been used to develop the top tier of sample pad for the most demanding gigs, built for the rigors of touring.
Yeah, I mean, any drummer you see live is most likely using an SPD-SX.
Let's get into the SPD-SX Pro and take a look at some of the features. First of all, the SPD-SX Pro takes all the existing features of the SPD-SX on board. Anything that you can do with the original is available here on the SPD-SX Pro.
Nice. Backwards compatibility.
So what's different about this one? The SPD-SX Pro has some obvious features, such as the LED lights, a 4.3-inch color screen, more audio outputs, additional trigger inputs, and hi-hat and expression pedal control. But under the surface, there are features
I don't know how much the outputs
so
really
obvious,
matter again if you're running
such as a
stuff
32
from
gig
Ableton,
memory,
just using it as
48 kilohertz audio playback, increased pad sensitivity without crosstalk, and a dedicated
I know the crosstalk
application
thing
for
is
setup.
super
We're going to look
important.
at each of these in detail.
For drummers, like
the
making sure when you
SPD-SX
hit
Pro
your kick,
features a large color display to aid easy navigation through menus and provide clear information during performances.
I think he said
user
app
interface
too,
will be familiar to anyone that knows the SPD-SX already, but uses a simple system of function buttons and tabs and a jog dial to make navigation even easier, which is great for pressured.
Yeah, again, I just wonder how much of the outputs matter. I mean, I guess if you're
the buttons are all backlit, so you'll be able
guess
to
if you're
see
running samples out of it, then it's helpful.
The display will show you real-time info
most people
such as sample and subsample wave name and progress of sample length playback.
I guess I'm a little biased because most people that I'm dealing with that do this are running tracks.
The SPD-SX Pro has 9 durable pads. Pads 1 through 3, the top 3 pads, have a revised sensor structure, making them more sensitive, even when hitting the pad at a flatter mounting angle. All pads on the SPD-SX Pro actually have a greater degree of sensitivity, but at the same time, increased crosstalk.
You ever think about how hard it is to be a
drummer? The hitting of
like,
one
I'm not a
pad
drummer,
from
I'm a
another. In order to expand your pad playing surfaces, the SPD-SX Pro has the ability to add up to 8 external mono, single zone triggers, or 4 stereo triggers for dual head and rim sounds.
Yeah, which is helpful if you're
the SPD-SX Pro also has the ability to connect hi-hats such as the VH10, so that you can play hi-hat sounds with open and closed pedal expression.
Let me know in the comments,
and even
drummers,
create a mini
if you're
kit
a
set.
drummer using this.
The external
I mean, that's cool.
trigger inputs
See if you're doing
allow
like a radio date or
different playing
something, or
surfaces
acoustic set. That could be cool. Just this? Are people relying on this for their live show exclusively?
The same input allows an expression pedal, such as a Boss EV30,
I guess if you're
to be
really
connected
doing
for
like a
real-time
hybrid drums
effect expression
setup
as you play. Both of these can add a greater level of creative expression to your performances. Gaffer tape on the SPD-SX has been a common sight, but you may never need to use tape again because of the very obvious LED pad lights. Many stages can be very dark, and this feature allows all pads to be seen clearly in any situation. We have vertical pad dividing lights and horizontal pad lights too. The color of each individual light is fully customizable.
That's cool.
So you can assign any light
so you can know,
to be one of 10 preset colors, or even play around with creating your own custom colors.
That's pretty cool.
You can even rename colors. For example, naming an instrument group such as kicks, snares, backing tracks, clicks, and so on. You can also change the function of the horizontal pad lights between fully on all of the time, on only when the pad is hit, or to flash dynamically with the wave assigned to it. Let's talk about the audio component of the pad. The SPD-SX Pro supports wave files in 48 kHz 16-bit sample audio playback, with automatic conversion from any WAV, MP3, or AIFF file format upon load into the pad.
That's cool.
The SPD-SX Pro has an enormous 32 gig memory.
Load and go, baby.
This allows up to a total of approximately 44 hours of stereo audio in 48 kHz to be stored inside.
You'll still never find a gig
That's enough storage for an entire back catalog of material or audio from multiple gigs to be kept in a single pad.
Still not enough storage.
Quick access to a wide variety of current powerful sounds is essential for any hybrid drummer, and indeed any performer.
Yeah, let's see if they have new sounds.
The SPD-SX Pro is preloaded with 1,550 high-quality samples and sounds. Additional sample content is also available via Roland Cloud.
Man, they're killing it with the cloud
Up to 200 kits are available within the SPD-SX Pro at any one time, over double the number available in the original SPD-SX. 43 preset kits are pre-made and installed to show you what the SPD-SX Pro can do, and to inspire creation of your own kit patches.
Yeah, I just wonder how many people are like relying
kits
on
can
this
be overwritten with your own.
For their
it's
drum
also
sounds
worth noting the
exclusively.
load time of kits in the SPD-SX.
I guess it's better than having like a
The processing
full
power
head
of the pad is
next to you or
lightning
something.
fast, so transitioning from one kit to another and loading up your samples so that they're ready to play takes no time.
I wonder,
at all.
I've never tried this, but I
With
wonder
over
if on
200
these can you
kits in
hit
the
like,
SPD-SX
let me know in the comments
Pro,
if you know, or if this is
recalling the
different.
right kit at the right
If I hit
time
like
in the
a
set
symbol
is
on
essential.
one and then change a preset,
The set
does
list
the
function
symbol
allows you to create up to
ring out
32
going
set
into the next one, or
lists,
does
and
it kill
within
it?
each set list,
Be
you
interesting
can
to know.
sequence up to 32 kits.
Set list, that's cool.
Set list allows you to specify the order of kits as you scroll through them. Within the 32 different set lists, you could have variations for different performances, or even a few set lists for different bands or gigs. Using pad or foot switch control, you can also assign pads on the SPD-SX Pro or external pads to scroll up or down through the kits.
I'm sure it's program
In addition
changes
to higher quality audio format, the SPD-SX Pro has expanded the audio output options. We have 2-channel balanced stereo master outputs designated left and right.
Okay.
We also have 4 mono individual audio outputs. Any of these outputs in the SPD-SX Pro are fully assignable so that any pad can be sent to any output of choice, giving complete flexibility for mixing. For example, tracks can be sent on one channel, while other pads and external kick and snare triggers and other external pads can all be sent to the mixer independently.
That's cool.
Setting up a sample pad can take time and careful attention
Send
to
like
detail
a kick
of
and snare
settings.
separate, and then your sample
Doing this
stuff
within
separate.
the pad itself is possible.
I still want to
but
run
doing this
backing
via
tracks
a
from it.
computer makes the process
Nothing
more
wrong
simple.
about that,
The
but-
SPD-SX Pro comes with a dedicated app for Mac and PC available from Roland Cloud. When you connect the
current
sample pad to a
SPD
computer with a
let you
USB
set
cable,
up via app? I
it's
don't know.
possible to completely set up all of your kits. Your audio sample can be imported and assigned to pads,
that app
but
is,
all settings within the SPD-SX Pro can be set remotely with the
Not a
app.
lot of distinction between things there, but
The SPD-SX Pro has 4 effects engines and sidechain capability.
sidechain, that's cool.
Effects can inspire creativity and give greater sound individualization for dynamic performances.
some of these features, I just wonder, are people using these live, or I don't know. I mean, it's cool.
Master effects can be assigned
cool.
to any audio coming from the SPD-SX Pro, and expression can be controlled by a foot controller, while up to 4 effects and sidechain can be assigned to
I guess
any
if you're
pad
performing,
or
like if you're a
external
drummer
input within
performing,
each individual kit.
That's really
With
super
full
helpful.
audio routing options,
if you're not
and
using
master
Ableton or
effect
something.
expression by foot controller possible. The effects potential with the SPD-SX Pro is almost limitless. The SPD-SX Pro allows the FX tail to continue when selecting another kit.
Well, it's effects.
This is particularly useful when moving from one song to another during a performance, when you need the effect to ring out while already moving to the next kit, ready for the next song in the set.
I wonder if that's because they can't ring out the sample, so they're doing effects, but if they've got the CPU to do effects, then maybe they can ring out the sample.
The SPD-SX Pro takes performance possibilities to a new level with its onboard 16-step pad sequencer function. This is perfect for playing different combinations of samples all from one pad. Anything from 2 steps
it's
up
cool,
to a
but you
total
got
of
like a full
16
DAW.
steps
Why would you?
can be assigned to a pad
I guess limitations
within each
are cool.
kit. This
That's
feature allows you to coordinate playback of different wave files in your chosen sequence, negating the need to manually memorize what sounds are on which pad in order to play them.
Oh.
Once programmed,
that's kind of cool.
hitting one pad
that could be
can
cool
play
in
back
like
your
a hand
chosen
drum
sequence.
thing, which I guess is what he did there, the tabla thing. Yeah, okay, that's
It's a feature that will give you more confidence and control and can further enhance the level of production of your audio playback within a live show.
I mean, if you are a hybrid drummer, like truly blending electric stuff with acoustic
When dealing
stuff,
with
this seems
samples,
really cool.
there's often a need to adjust them quickly at the demand of sound engineers or musical directors and band leaders. The SPD-SX Pro has intuitive and comprehensive sample editing capability. On the control panel of the SPD-SX Pro, there are pad volume and pad pitch controls, making it possible to adjust individual samples assigned to a pad in real time in a quick and easy way. The SPD-SX Pro also has an onboard transient editor. This is particularly useful for adjusting the attack and the amount of release or tail an individual sample has. The same control dials on the control panel can be set to adjust sample transient release and attack
by a single
button press, while deeper transient editing and EQ of a sample is also possible within the pad edit menu.
That's cool. Yeah, getting like the attack of samples just right is really cool. Or pitch, that's really helpful.
Use of pad link function on previous sample pads has been a very useful feature. For example, when combining backing tracks and a separate click track so that they both start at exactly the same time from just one pad strike.
I would just use Ableton in that sense, but I could see how that's super helpful. Hit them and they both start at the same time. Oh, that was weird. I thought my audio
The
cut
SPD-SX Pro takes this significantly further with the ability to pad link any combination of pads and external triggers.
It's been a long day. Oh, he's still linking pads, okay. They must have ran out of script here. I mean, that's cool. Yeah.
This can be used in conjunction with mute groups, which is the silencing of a previous pad as you strike the next, so that only one pad is playing.
I guess it's legit. I get people all the time asking, like, why would you not consider
full pad link combination with mute group integration creates unlimited track, loop, and audio combinations within each individual kit, bringing you unparalleled flexibility to your performance.
Samples, but
the original SPD-SX has the ability to adjust sample playback across a series of templates, including single, phrase, and loop. Single is perfect for playing basic percussion sounds such as drum hits, claps, and one-shots.
Gotta know this stuff. And
phrase will play an audio file once, all the way through, and will stop when it comes to the end. While loop will play the audio file from start to finish and then seamlessly loop the audio again repeatedly.
Yeah, that's cool.
This capability is also true of the SPD-SX Pro. However, an alternate function specific to main and sub-sample layers on a single pad is also available. For any pad that you assign 2 sounds, it's possible to alternate between the 2 sounds on each hit. This can make for really interesting dynamic performances of percussion and melodic sounds.
I almost wonder though if there's so much to do that as a drummer you forget like which mode it is.
The onboard click with the SPD-SX Pro is a comprehensive tool for staying in time during performances. The internal click can be fully edited for sound and note value, but you can also assign your own sample as the click sound.
That's cool. That's really cool. Oh. God bless you if that's what you're using.
You can even make your own wave click track in a DAW, import it into the pad, and set that to be your click. The click can be set to alternate as on-off with each stick hit, to sound one time, or to re-trigger each time you hit it. You can start the click by hitting a pad or external trigger pad, and you can link the click with other pads so that they start together, such as a backing track. Staying in time on the gig has never been easier. Now it's all on you to keep in time.
No pressure. It's not our fault if you get off click. One of my favorite memories is when our drummer was using an external click synced to Ableton, and it worked really well.
So that's an intro to the SPD-SX Pro and what it
slowly
can do.
drifted out of time, which is pretty
Everything we've shown here today is just a basic overview. There's so much capability with the SPD-SX Pro, and you can go very deep with it. So much so that we can't cover it all in a single video.
Yeah, that's true.
But I hope I've been able to give you a sense of how you can use the SPD-SX Pro in your work and performances. If what you've seen here today has been useful for you, why not hit the like button and consider subscribing to the Roland channel for more content.
You know what, Roland? I'm gonna do just that. Yeah, and at the end, I mean, it's interesting, acoustic and electronic hybrid drums. I definitely feel like that's a really big step forward. I'm gonna subscribe, Roland. Boom. I feel like that is a really good, helpful thing and big step forward for hybrid drummers. Again, I would love to know in the comments though, like, are you using your SPD currently to run clicking tracks? I mean, I know you can. I don't know that I would personally choose that, but seems really cool. The lights look really, really neat. The editing app is pretty cool. I wonder, and again, let me know if you can already do this with the SPD. I wonder, can you plug USB into Ableton and use that as your audio interface? There's like, we had those mono outputs, what, 4 mono outputs, 1 set of stereo outputs. So could I run 3 stereo pairs out of Ableton through that and let that be my interface? I wouldn't rely on that fully, but if you're doing like a fly date or a radio show or something, and just a small little gig, that'd be cool to be able to use that. Anyway, I'm not a drummer. God bless the drummers. That's the point I'm taking out of this. Y'all have a tough job, man. Playing drums, it's so physical, and then doing all this stuff and figuring it out. But I love it. Great job, Roland. I'm excited to check one out. If you want to send one my way, I'll be more than happy to do a review in real life and let people know. But anyway, this is super cool. I love this. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy using Ableton Live on stage, performing on stage with Ableton Live, not all my videos are Reacts videos. This is actually only the second one I've ever filmed. We'll see if I keep doing it. It's fun though. I like randomly talking and sharing sassy feedback to people's video edits and stuff. But anyway, if you like using Ableton Live on stage, performing on stage with Ableton Live, I post a new video every single day here on the channel. Hit the subscribe button, much like Roland asked me to do, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when I post new content, 10 a.m. Central every single day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Go pick out a SPD-SX Pro. They didn't say when it's out and available. I hope it's available soon. Anyway, take care. Bye, everybody.